So a few nights ago, I finished the first season of the show Killing Eve, which I've been watching over the last few days. And I meant to get to this review. I meant to talk about this because I really want to recommend the shit out of this to people because, man, this season was great. This stars Sandra Oh and a woman named Jodie Comer. I don't recollect that I've ever seen her before, but if I have, I don't remember her, but I should because she's gorgeous and she's fucking amazing in this show. So this is about a security operative who is trying to track down this assassin played by Jodie Comer, and Sandra Oh is the security operative. And they both become, pretty obsessed with one another. And the show is really well written, very intelligent, very clever. I would say that it is mostly a dark comedy, but that it has plenty of dramatic elements as well. So I don't know which way I would tip the scales on if it's more dark comedy or more drama. Almost an even balance, maybe just leaning a slight bit more towards the black comedy, dry humor, whatnot. Because it gets dark, man. This assassin chick is ruthless. I mean, absolutely out of her mind, ruthless, but so fucking charming and gorgeous, and you just can't take your eyes off of her. And even though you're supposed to be hating her, it's really hard to do so. She's seductive, and you fall for it, even though you know what she's capable of. This girl, Jodie Comer, is just kills this role. Sandra Oh is Sandra Oh. She's great, as she always is. And she's definitely the heart of this show. And, hats off to her. We also have, Harry Potter's aunt in here. She plays like the, her boss. But, and everyone in the show is very good. I don't want to take anything away from anyone else who makes an appearance in this show, because there are great characters and whatnot. But this show is all about Sandra Oh and Jodie Comer's character, and fuck are they magnificent, both of them. The way they play off of one another, the way that they eat up their screen time, like with just such pizzazz and freaking I don't know. I was really overwhelmed by this girl's performance. I really just thought she was dazzling and terrifying. Like, she's so scary and so sexy and so nuts. And I was so entranced by her throughout this whole show. Definitely one of the most interesting villains I've ever seen in a show, because you think she's going one way and she doesn't. You think she won't do this, but she does it. Like, she's so brutal. She's so, calculated, but also at the same time spontaneous. And she's a wild character. She's one of my favorite villains I've ever seen in anything. Yes, I can say that. I am just so intrigued by this woman and her performance and her character and the way she's written and the way she delivers everything. And Sandra Oh is also magnificent, but I gotta give the edge to this newcomer to me, Jodie. Wow, what a fucking performance. She's worth watching the show for alone. For anybody who's a fan of a unique, interesting killer that you're just going to be confused by the entire time. Do I like her? Do I hate her? I don't fucking know how I feel about this person. I don't know how I feel about their obsession with one another and the way it goes and the way it ends and all of it. It's such a great season. High recommendation, as you can see. I think anyone would dig this, so you can watch it with whoever. It can be, it's like a PG-13 rated show, maybe a little higher. I think they say shit, and as far as like gore and stuff, the kills can be fairly brutal at times, but nothing over the top. So, but you're a fan of my channel, you have no problem with brutality. But just in case you want to watch it with your wife or your boyfriend or your whoever, and they're kind of more opposed to what you're into, you should leave them because they suck. No, I'm just kidding. No. do your own thing. But no, I think that they could handle it. I think this is a great show for pretty much anyone outside of like children, obviously. But any adult should really enjoy the show because it's fucking excellent. Highly recommended. Season 2 is just about to finish. So hopefully I can get to that soon. I really look forward to that because where it leaves off, I'm absolutely just like needing to get to that next episode. So man, just so many great shows out right now. Just watched Dead to Me. Just finished Slasher Season 3. Which I really enjoyed. So it's just like one after the other. And I watched a whole bunch of other shows recently as well. What a great time for television. And this is one you should absolutely be watching. Can't fucking praise it enough. Awesome show. All right.